Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. May 18th, 2023. Today on May 18, 2023. We get 37 days left to the elections. 37 days left to elections. Salon head election day. We the whole ma. The election they go ahead ma. I see we don't wait for 5 years with the patience. Salon people they suffer. With a call, we say, hey, get to work. Kuna only SLPP accountable. Then sit down and they watch, and they play. Time not there. Alfred Peter Conte gonna cut, scatter the executive. We say, una go, una challenge this ruling against this judge. This ruling, time not there. All right. Now, NIA, NACRA, all kinds in parliaments, you see some people, we know say, we don't hear some nonsense talk in our social media, people when they ask for postpone the election. Let's tell you something. We don't make this thing very, very clear. For say, there are people within the APC when they work for Marabio, but we don't understand. We not going to understand when the time which they reach there, we not going to understand. Now the time don't reach so now. 37 days left to elections. Marabio instructed, don't tell them, say, we're not going to tell them, say, postpone the election. Because waiting to our follow, you don't know, like going for, some people, the thing is so clear that we are. When they tell us say there are agents of the APC within the APC party, agents there where they work for President Bio. Now we see what's in there they talk about, the way they affect people affect Samara Kamara within the APC party. They affect and now you want to get this flag bearer shippo. All kind case where there exist, chance rebuilding. These are people within the APC at the highest levels within the APC party. We don't want Samara Kamara for being the flag bearer. Then do all kind thing, but the will of the people. Where God send us so you get for be, God send us so it be. They're not able for change them. They're not able for change them. So you don't reach a point that she say, where this guy Ufeta, where are they? Now we can go inside this election, yeah. So definitely we own chances and opportunity, don't pull up. So what for do? Now big ask for now, then postpone the election, then change the election dates where people don't suffer, where people are in a jail, they're in a prison, and they're rotting the country, and they go back to worse every day. We see the NGC political party, the candidate Yumkela, the all where people let me say go hope for fact against the SLPP for change that country. Now they like it, they all don't go. They go join back the SLPP. The same SLPP went to a peace fire, mama. Now the SLPP party office. Now in Canada, you can go back. The same SLPP will kill people. Parema Road Prison massacre, McKinney massacre. He wear a black T-shirt. He said McKinney lives matter. The same kind of Yumkela. Now go back. He go join Marabio. He said Marabio they make the country. He said Marabio now the Ukraine war because they share border with Ukraine. As you cross by Guinea, so when you reach the other side, you turn left. Now Ukraine did it. So it affect we. Bad one. I make the like today out in the bomb Ukraine. Now so some of the fragments from the bomb they come for on a free tongue. It don't bug with country, better already than the country. Some people and this now the problem we'll get. Now you get idiots within the APC as a political party. They can't see, they can't tell we say therefore postpone the election. That election they will hold them. Now I will tell una say una go African Express come, it point them out. It say when they make the last voter ID card. Now they all go to Belgium. It said the Minister of Internal Affairs right now when a SLPP man Pandanoa. He said that they all go to Belgium for go watch the process. He said Claudius Commander, when I be APC MP, all the people there Southeasterners there. He said that they all go for go watch the process for them to make the voter ID card. When they tell us say $10 million African Express can tell we say they don't tifamo $10 million for use towards the elections, for buying materials, do all kinds of things. Instead of not take that money, then they share them. You go look for Laxton Enterprise. We go to London, Laxton no day. We go to America, Laxton no day. The next way they do, they come na salon. Now then Laxton can survive. Salon people, they don't tell una say there are people within the APC. We're not lekuna. When they damage una, then they can messages for this una. Now we can discuss today now because salon. And no matter what happen, the election they go ahead. Manabiro make and clear for say, in order for provide security, all of them kind of today. We don't mix some messages today. But the fact is, the election they go ahead, everything will tell una along the line. People don't get a voter ID card now. Una serum, una leader them, some of them go accept the voter ID card back. They say fine, you okay, this is that. Una that voter ID card, we use them, and everybody in rights will be respected in that country. We hold the election, we go into the elections. For more they take a step by step systematically. They tell una say una challenge on constitutionality. Now it don't reach the point where the salon people want for go vote. And the damaging parts now when they demoralize people. Now people don't get still for go vote again. Because now the plan when Manabio tell them, they say, oh, I can't tell them, say, the election they push them, the average northerner, especially with people at the north, they say they don't get zeal for vote. the zeal they die, everything will happen. Now me they get the election because they go inside the election. Because Marabio don't say they postpone the election. But I don't say them don't tell when I say Marabio get the agenda. No matter what happen, 2023 elections, they want for push us to 2024. When I don't say, but still the game plan is then they say no more. Like for say, hey, the election on the right, people then lose hope, people then confidence die. They will go, they conduct the elections June 24. People not come up for can vote. Now I come record time they share with me where they tell we say the last election where they work across the country. People are still in the house. They don't vote. They say what you do because they don't get a candidate. Now the same thing. They don't get a candidate within the APC. That's how they don't get Kelfara Marade, they don't get Petito, they don't get Ibrahim Kemosi. Say all them people in the power. You know, so people are still in the house. They don't vote. Now the same thing and they do so now. So what's happen now? They don't come. Marabi don't tell them say within the APC. Una listen. We want pull Samara Kamara. We don't for pull them. But this is how they go. So if we go inside this election, they win them. So there, when I go tell the APC people them, they don't pay the all. They don't buy the all. So now they go tell people them for say we they push the election. So people don't get sealed for votes. Now the case that will get there and salon people them. Anybody who can tell us say that election for go ahead. I swear to God that person they una no more say they work for the SLPP and they work for Marabio. Not so that interest to get so. Now the problem that will get now continue right now. Lord, go ahead. You know, come go ahead and come on in there.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. You know, the way the top say this, you know, they say the enemy within is danger past the enemy outside. Because the enemy outside, you already disappear. The way they within, na impact. I already said people that say you will reach your Caesar. Not to all the stab where they stab by killer, and why Brutus gear 9 killer because Brutus that be body. First, you need respect. Now make that you stab 9 killer. That shock 9 kill Caesar. What's in the kill APC? Now the enemies within. Let me tell you something, Ibrahim. This should mean that we're gonna use it manner for make a low get chance and follow user in an effective manner. The other partner the world they say they use it in an effective manner, not for the people. We lazy politicians can't see them for use to pull them where they no say a mentality or a mindset. Not supposed to go do the side, not supposed to go we get second thoughts, just go talk this year. Ibrahim, let me tell you something. Like yesterday, me are the patient for listen people them, even if they talk nonsense. Something that I just want to listen, take the sense from the north. I read specifically. We say in the cost Samara Mama, of course, they don't cost her. Say if Samara agree for let them go into election, say the cost Samara Mama. The same person, Adibayo, say, hey, the fact not done. They can say the fact not done. Would they make so? Ibrahim, the people of Sierra Leone, now one thing they get with their mind graph for something they want to do. I don't begin see election, the presidential election from 1996 because some of you don't see parliamentary election in the 80s. The presidential election of 1996, I don't begin see participate directly either as a security for vote or manager. The spiritual aspect that this 2020 I don't ever see in Salon history from registration. In as much as Ibrahim, people deliberately feel the responsibility, someone like who feel the responsibility for protect the people, the registration, for protect the people. Ibrahim for protect the vote start by protecting the people. If you not protect the people, how do you protect the vote? We say these things when they begin to mess. We make this thing say, hey, before we allow for going to election the wrong way, now we give that for 6 months. Oh, Ibrahim next thing na hell don't pull up, don't cut that door at the heart. Then talk. Now we put don't build it. People in that parliament, people like Kamarima Masare, they get them well those then pull it under August 10 or pull it before August 10. When they have city today, now we APC can have power. Then they get clear justice because me the talk and time like say APC the kind who pull up on that jail like saying na revolution say all man manalo. Then they revisit all the cases them. Who that day innocently in na prison. Then they left them as alone with the that culture of government for take responsibility for pay people them back. We go so far in prison. Ibrahim now they say let them destroy. Let me tell you something. Cash box make up for way very easy in the background. We on platform never could talk say two better heads, not to help so because if you take two pullman they hit the put out you need to get nothing. The two better heads are better than one. Who they talk at the background? Yes, Ibrahim, what talk at the background? We all cash box count is very clear. We don't think from the whole net. They say they don't suspect say someone like case don't put to July. Now going to election June, then they can not postpone the election to after July so that they don't get a plan. They're going to knock someone out of my court because they still used to call for knock someone out. Who do electors like that? No, it's the mind popularity the election. So what's in making that the count campaign say let them push this election? Now they encourage this. Now person would dictate to win as a low for low or APC. You know, if I'm not the money as an APC person, how then people there they sit down, then they talk and see someone that let talk now. Now we say they look up, let him make statements for let him take way for himself. Because attempting that thing that said you don't qualify himself. Tisha said in the postpone the election, they stage July. We think as was talking about the actual fact that they so until they don't get talk with Fisher and corner for let them go say okay this will push the election for 1 month from that July this so that they take action against Samara. Now God bangs at me, we need to trust somebody again. So for them they say they push election, the man on the medical for some president they say they can't postpone election. People are ready for vote for that, even at the south, even at the east. If not the north, at the west, the northwest, they're ready for vote for Pullman have been a power. The count campaign now say, hey, this election not for go or for push and for waiting. The ID carry in a neckline, the APC voting can let them vote. The people are ready for vote. Picture, not picture, as well as they will say, hey, we are not allowed black and white. They say, picture, not picture, the one vote here. The regime change go only happen in a country where the wait man and see the amount of votes in the position gets. Ibrahim, apart from that, they really be. So the willingness to people like get. Let no can pollute the brain. Because at the end of the day, Ibrahim, if they are there, they go see don't problem. At the time Ibrahim Martinez for 2018, na Kabbalah Highway, people are dumb, second round of election. Me and amigo say, they vote, they say, they vote, so happy. They're not too possible. Remember Ibrahim? I say, what? Then talk him. Imagine now, people are not ready for votes, then go, there's nothing they might go mix up serial election, they go push and they will depend, they vote, they vote, election happen. There's okay, no, we don't go election, no play liberal, it's not an demand and all of that. So they need to go say, I don't let the vote, they say don't vote. So why did they call this campaign? We don't tell us say for no sell out a very simple if you get sense. 5 years down the line, we'll say let's say we'll go behind the scene. 5 years down the line, the same time we'll get time. After the same time no again. Whose time will get now? Who will believe now, Ibrahim? With the same parliament.
I can step in 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me tell you something, comrade. This election, when they tell you say for postpone, now a plan work. I want to get that at the back of. Let you know that now today. Now a plan work. Let me explain to you how this plan work be. You get certain individuals, even when we win the election for the parliamentary seats, they refuse them. I give you 2 examples because many times they talk, I get facts and example. Now. We get one bubble win now, Lusa. They say because of inner full I need talk to me, so they not forget a symbol. They pull the symbol and then get other person. When I win the primary election, that's the 1. Then 2, we go to Koinadugu when I Kabbalah Kelly now today, Kelly they go declare before the president at Kabbalah because the president did Kabbalah today. They go declare today as an SLP member. They don't write resignation letter. I don't left it immediately. Now Kelly they go declare today for SLP openly in a Kabbalah. So now Kelly in people in followers they get me and Kelly when they go to that level, they say not to Yaluka that they first out. They pull out. Then give out the woman lady. Now they say because of gender balance. Now we go on. Kelly now they declare today for SLP. Tomorrow I did Kabbalah because I want to get the facts. From Kelly. Tomorrow I did Kabbalah. I go Kabbalah tomorrow. I go everywhere. I go Falaba from Falaba direct. From Falaba, I want to get the fact. Now, you see what's in the happen now. Now, this man is popularity to the move. Now, one space don't move to Koinadugu. So you see, then decide for pull the people away. Where we say this now we stake them. Where now the ground, now the local, now one cent. Now, if you don't pull them, come out.
Then you see, no go far. Free talk. Check who that constituency. Now what's constituency that day?
Now been 132 or 123. I don't remember.
Okay, the way we win day, so we win. When they say let them pull, let them reduce seat na free talk. Jericho pull that seat. Remember that they will get the highest votes na free talk. Now that they will get the highest votes because they're the bad dominated area.
Yes.
Instead of you knock other areas, now you won't sign in the pool. Because he know they win a parliament. So that's it, he sacrificed them. The voters are always for vote. See these things. Now see these things.
Yes. Until talk so we'll go delve into a proper, but now left on it for now. Yes. Good point.
Ibrahim, there is connection
to it very, very strongly, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
Like waiting comrade, like what you they say so, and waiting brother Yusuf they talk so, and waiting comrade they talk. It's like I say people and they and comrade make the point say the enemy within is the most dangerous enemy. Like waiting they say Ibrahim, if you see which man able enter your house,
which one is that?
Which man they inside yours.
Yeah.
You know, Ibrahim, Salon people let we think deep. And comrade, me audio I do late yesterday when I talk about this thing about Samara Kamara, the postponement of the election and the adjournment of Samara Kamara in case. When you look inside this thing, Ibrahim, I believe there are saboteurs within the APC with direct to Samara Kamara. You see, Ibrahim, I feel sorry for this man. This man genuinely need help. He genuinely need help. I'm telling you, Ibrahim. This man is circle. It's not good for him. Whether or not he can change it now without bringing like some serious fracas, I do not know. But Ibrahim, game the play against this man. How again? Everything. Let's get, you know, I repeat this. Ibrahim, everything where people they say for postpone the election for. It was known to all. Everybody, we all know. We all know when they don't make like the first time voters they register. Not only how you call say make every parliamentarian go to the constituency and go get at the people where they not re-register, but when they can't go to ECSL.
Thank you.
When it comes to like the registration, when they split up to 2 weeks, not only how we talk about it, say it has never been in the history of Salon. When it comes to the verification process, when they delete 257,000 people, did we not shout and say, hey, let me tell you something about biometric registration? Nobody didn't register twice. Why they would delete 257,000? We find out, say, it is over 270,000 people left in Brian.
Fact.
They came to the ID card. The African Express came and tell we say, you tell when they go bring the ID card, like what you talk to Panda Noah and this live and former MP, they were part of the delegate. Sorry, what's his name?
Claudius Commander,
thank you. They all go Belgium, Ibrahim. And then we started asking the question, saying, who that's not the inventor? Who didn't get his contract for bring this ID card, Ibrahim? Up to the time when the ID card had come out, no member of parliament will get oversight responsibility. Don't ever know who didn't get it.
They don't sell to Manabio. They don't sell to Manabio. Now they go ahead.
And then all of a sudden, Ibrahim, now in the tell we say, with all these flaws where we don't mention before, they say, look, Ibrahim, the reasons are justified. But the problem where I get and the pain where I feel, these reasons are not new. They've been around. We've been shouting on the rooftop about these things. People knew about these things, Ibrahim. When they adjourn Samara Kamara case, I can see some connection and sabotage business to coincide within the APC. Ibrahim, I said, I talk to you right now. I send you and comrade something. And I think I need to send them to both. I think I send them to Yusuf. Today, apparently, somebody from Bank of Sierra Leone don't kind of like approve, say, foreign currencies them now na legal tender, na Salon.
Yeah.
You remember where I tell people them say, Zimbabwe, don't do, Zimbabwe people them they use wheelbarrow. Anytime when that happen, Ibrahim,
yes.
Inflation don't take place in the country.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Let's government like this. Now we when they support APC now, we don't make SLP get chance for win back. This is what the things they want when they talk about Ibrahim. If APC been serious, the African Express, waiting we don't talk. Not only Mohammed City Tunis, where they buy motorcar from, waking over the invoice, the bill of lading was sent to this parliamentarian. Ibrahim, tell me, one person talk up? No. The same way I didn't mention was African Express in parliament. It was forced for saying an opinion.
Yes.
Still we get evidence. You turn it to opinion. Evidence become an opinion, Ibrahim.
I tell you.
Now all of a sudden, people in the tell we say, you know, Ibrahim, you see them political career, I always tell people them, if me have been flight lieutenant and Sabi flight jet,
And the waiting and get parliament session with the president, they elect a bomb inside it. They all die like fly and dog them. These people, they're wicked. Oh, this thing they don't new. This thing they don't new. This is my frustration. Anyway, over to you, man.
You know, we can bring in, brother, what you see, democracy is a continuous process. You know, they allow illegalities and unconstitutionalities for settle. You know, they allow them. Who side them beginning and they stop them. They like it today. Now they would reach so election 37 days, brother, what you say. Tell me say for cancel election. But what you say, tell APC people, tell Sierra Leoneans, say they for sit down back for wait for them push the elections, brother, what you say. Talk to we. Come in, brother.
Thank you very much. Thanks to all. I have to say to the people of Sierra Leone that as best as me know, until last night, Dr. Samara Kamara not ever talk about or not ever think or not ever propose for postponed elections. You're not even day nine plan, nine program, not a part of what you think about. Dr. Samara Kamara no say they go into the elections, and I believe say based on the way it behaves, he knows say it is so popular that when we conduct elections on the 24th of June this year, it will beat Marabio hands down. Ibrahim, I want to give it small time. Maka do some critical analysis about this whole thing. I want to say, hello.
No, carry on.
I want to say somebody. Actually, I don't mention her name the 2-3 times. Whether the Africanist press, based on what you know about how much the opposition don't sell out. We be talk them this day. I say, what you say, if we do not take time, thank them for each opposition, big people within the APC, within a knack, not a small side, within a knack, they go come out because they don't lost all the chances of stop Samora becoming the president. You see, they go come out, then team up, now PZ and tell APC say we are not go vote. They go campaign openly. It's not just that night on left. And I hold that one day and listen to them when they're in the discussion this year. I think about them critically. I think about what thing they happen within the APC. But I make the last audio what I do. I tell the people, the ordinary people, I make a statement there. I say, when I go for grab and smart because people don't sacrifice una because they want to protect them personal wealth, they want to protect them personal their personal, they for them selfishness, they want to sacrifice una the people there. So una the people are gonna go for grab and gonna go for listen to Dr. Samara Kamara because now Dr. Samara Kamara now him we don't put before, now him therefore go into the election. Now in get for contest against Marabio, where he win, now he will salvage all of what they happen so. And yeah, I want to give it time. And
absolutely,
if that's the people of Sierra Leone, the APC people will come for no, say, so all waiting Africanist president they talk all this while. So that's true. But maybe it go late. Maybe it go late for let them come and say, oh, so what is the possibility? So now at the time for let the people of Sierra Leone, especially people who want to free themselves from this cycle of poverty, this unending poverty, this unending inflation, this kind of difficulty where the country face, people who want to free themselves from that one day, we go for grab and team up and support nobody else. And look to nobody else but Dr. Samara Kamara. Ibrahim, not to the person that you call him, not to him no more, don't push the fact, say, they for postpone election. Not less a person than somebody who be working at State House with Anes Kuruma, when a 40 Morris. He don't mention 6 points. Body Morris don't mention 6 points as to why make the for cancel this election. where, as far as we're concerned, for the Morris, now the same person, 2 days to convention, we make an audio and say Dr. Samara Kamara not fit. They make an audio. This is an APC core member. This is a serious. So this thing they're not to see. They happen by magic. They're not happen by magic. Then see a sequence of events. It's not pattern. We're not of Mother Bio the fed Samara Kamara now. It is the APC within that is fighting against Dr. Samara Kamara becoming president because of the personal interest. It's not for the APC the interest. I wanted the people, the other people, let them understand this. We don't see Musa for the Morris don't let Samura so much that they can't campaign now, say, therefore postpone elections. But like I say this, as I go on with the discussion, if the elections on June 24 pushed by 1 day, Madabio is automatically an illegitimate president. So, me and you understand what that one mean, where a president become an illegitimate president. Now a country. It means that we all get opportunity now for do what you want for do and do them freely. So Madabio, you need to think about that because Madabio know what you need over again. But the APC rogues, then they go with that one day. Then they push that one day because what's in the one, they want to confusion be. Because they find way for protect their ill-gotten wealth. What's in they don't get at? And what's in the world don't come for know about? I said the last time on a program, I said what in Africanist press gets. If you pull them, Salon they go into war right there. I remember talking about, and after that, when I don't see the revelations, after revelations, we don't bring out. The issue about the voter ID card when they talk about, make I do a small analysis of my where it come out. Me a security person. I mean, I serve a security person. I ran a security check on the voter card. I say they say you get security features. I want to see the security features where you get. Ibrahim, to my surprise, you don't get any extraordinary security feature like something we get computer generated
but man,
numbers where you go able to
the paper they fall like a waiting. Any extraordinary security feature good.
Exactly. That's not the by the document when a security feature and take tomorrow I don't know for tell people them waiting at the security feature. Waiting it gets Panam now waiting and call
barcode.
waiting code barcode. Yeah. This barcode anybody I can see on the phone now I generate a barcode.
Right now.
You can on the computer that generate. I mean, it's all over. What's in the barcode they do now? Marketing strategy. People they use them for everyone pass plenty information. Now small objects. You understand?
Right.
So that's they inside the card when a security feature. The only good thing about the voter ID card now the unique number, which is why I have said. If the APC serious, but ask if the APC really serious, because Ibrahim, going to mention the fact say we don't see election in Africa. We have begin vote 1996. Who say I can't begin follow election seriously? Why don't get sense now? Now 2002. But I begin vote 1996. Waiting they happen now this ECSN, now this neck, I don't ever see it. Where the neck they decide to say, I don't care what you do opposition. Think. I don't care what you people from the opposition think. I don't care what the international community think. What you need net one for do. Now they do. I don't want this year yet. Now none of the commission them we don't organize election as they do. Which brings me to the fact say people there within the APC when are big guys, when are big firms, when they give neck and mother be your mind. Say don't worry, not bother, not talk about it. Not even show them nothing because they don't get nothing for do. People there within the APC when they tell neck, when they tell PCSL, not give them any voter register, not show them nothing because they don't get nothing. Neck not get mine, PCSL not get mine, but behave this way that they behave. I said it long ago. The way Mother Bill they go, take to the extent for USA, an independent auditor. if he not gets backing from the opposition, big people, they don't just ordinary backing.
I'm not cut you off. Now, Uda approved the rep commissioner. When they get that mandate for approval, we bring up points that man who said they for static man, they don't cover thief. That means the FIU, the Finance and Security Unit, that means if the man not cover chief minister in thief, then council will say the man also the role the man not play for SLPP before even filter. The same parliament, we will get the man when they run in meet now, we don't expect to vice president that they approve that mandate. They all approve and fine. So you see, let me tell you something. What I say. With this platform, we God coming from all kinds of so the greatest enemy we can turn to people because we point out things them, call people and call things by the name say, then people are they begin sell. Then misinterpret we who they support this, who they support running meet, like say running meet now with business. We even plan not to business. All we wanted of that you go out. We choose someone because someone that name don't talk very popular person. So we started this thing like 5 years ago, like 4 years ago. We all these things, so even our enemies.
That's it. So what you hit a very serious point. Not continue, not finish what I've been talking about when it comes to the voter ID cards. What you make at the press on the unique number, because we all don't deal with computers. If you take 1 million numbers, you put them into a computer system and ask that computer inside ordinary Excel and ask that computer, say I want for no, that number there. Which one? How many of them? Now the same. The computer they tell you right there. You need to go far. The computer you do analysis for you, tell you say that man will register a Kailau and the person will register a Fleton, they get the same number. Quick, elect a 1 million, 2 million name. You put in an Excel system. You ask them for give those analysis. It's easy. So within the APC, I don't say good people are doing within the APC. I don't say serious people are doing within the APC. We want genuinely for win election, but the people that we not one less and more than win election, they get bigger voice than these people. So what the APC is supposed for them do, not just for ID card, then for the ask box. What's in for the ask box? Because the guy don't say it before, nobody not get guarantees so we give them more time, they will go print good ID card because we are not involved in the process. So what's in different now, we will involve, we will make ECSL go print better cards. So the unique number now info be the best. The unique number now info be waiting to make the election free and fair. Because if the computer system gets all man will register as unique number, nobody need for vote with somebody in card. Nobody need for vote with that number there. Because the computer system supposed for able for pick them out. But I give Mother Bio, ETSL, and the
but I will say on that note, I just want to clarify something. So I know like the unique reference number is there, right? However, my question is, and my knowledge here is very vague. If, like for instance, if I go vote, somebody there with computer and at the polling station where they know whether I will don't vote or not. Or are you trying to say it's only when they're collecting the information? Because my worry is, if me go with me ID card where me picture blur, like, and then like if possible say somebody else can go vote twice with them, would there be like a system at the polling station where they go again at the suspect say go slow the process? I'm not sure if my question clear.
What I know, I understand you. What I know, right? Following elections in Sierra Leone, now that the ECSL get an integrated system. If the computer, if computer register you, cash box say you vote na Freetown, that same voter ID card vote na Bo, the computer the flag them up. The flag has double voting, which is why during the time of this is 2012.
So this is why I'm asking. This is why I'm asking the question, brother. Where we say, the only time they can pick it up now when same time where you go vote.
Like I want to give this example. I
want like a computer system, like I want to answer
that question.
Please.
I want to answer that question.
Please do.
I want to answer that question with an example. In 2012, before the election they done, several people them police arrest them. We been in a cell, waiting because of double voting. This man giving Christian a talk in term. So if ECSL destroy that system, now APC, when you don't go rogue, now then tell them so now destroy them. Nobody don't go hold them. Because for me, in governance, you did increase quality, you did increase best practice, you know they reduce them. You know they come for carry reduce transparency, you know they come for reduce accountability. But if you say no, this system not gonna be transparent, what's in the happen when the system not transparent, what's in the happen? Now you, the people go forward. And I want to say this way. Before I do the platform. They are big. They go into the elections and they tell the people of Sierra Leone, say, even if the Kasara leave, now they give say go vote. Olam, there you go vote. Mother Bill, they come out. I want to tell the people of Sierra Leone, say, even if the Kasara leave, they give say, yeah, go vote. Olam, let you go vote because Mother Bill in time don't down from politics in Sierra Leone. Mother Bill, they come out. This election, nobody never talk about pushing this election back or postponing this election for so time because they not they are the people of Sierra Leone their interest. They not in our interest for let these elections be pushed. The only thing where the international community therefore help Sierra Leone for do now for ensure say we get free and fair elections. We will get free and fair elections. Madabio is gone. But if Madabio decides to say no, it not they give people of Sierra Leone free and fair elections, we all know what are the consequences of that. Sierra Leone is a different country. All day we live and big. So you know once that situation outside the world they say these elections were not free and not fair. And what they happen, what they precede the election, also get for the countenance as part of the observers them, the statement you they get for make. How you conduct yourself in the neck preceding the election, before the election, all the for count when it comes to the election day and when they go for the making statement. Let's stop so far and I'll come back as we discuss.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. What you say? You know, brother Yusuf, talk to me, my brother. Talk to me, bro. Log you small time, small. Let yourself get small air time now. We don't say you don't contribute as much because you can respect.
You know, say I left for listening first for
right.
New points where they coming.
Absolutely, brother Yusuf. Brother Yusuf, we don't lay all the points in, my brother. Time after time again. You know, this kind of a sabotage. Yes, where they going within the APC.
I listen what I was saying in your submission. Let me count one thing to you, Ibrahim. One side of what I was saying, they talk about that system of voting. I want what I was saying, no say that system they exist in Sierra Leone. Because what you do this particular time, when you don't go vote, now book and they give for sign your name. When you don't sign under your name, you don't know. You can go back under back then once and get them placates, then get them set up, then they set up. When you go under back, you vote, you get the same thing back. Then they go say something, you need to sign the book self. When are they done they in control of the place, then they go you vote. You don't do at the southeast. Usana the host Congo, Usana the people. They're not again nobody who be able for stop and say, hey, this now my election, my practice. Now the southeast, I can go and vote 2-3 out one paper because now the stronghold, and we're not able to get somebody for manned then voting system then they. So that's the cause for the result go up. That the system. So not a computer say go flag you, and impossible.
I think brother, the ordinary way to look at it so because people are in Sierra Leone when they go observe these elections, when I technical people we go ask the question when you talk about so we don't get answer right. What somebody will ask them hold on, the observers already the culture center the European we already this Sierra Leone, then we ask them what's the preparation for the elections. And they go for explain waiting the audience. So you know the
just 78 observers.
You don't understand me. I say people therefore ask them, say, what in get in place for what you don't prepare? How the election will be conducted? Then they will tell them, say, oh no, we don't move from that system, move in the use today. Now we use transparent their law.
But I want to say, let me tell you something where you don't understand. I was part of the system in 2018 election. You understand me? I know everything gone. Now explain no more. Go just the white man, the international community with the CC observers them. Lots of people already say let them take 100% participation. Now, what you tell them? Yes, the rights are book and paper.
If we not rely on the observers, who will rely on now for watch the election?
But I want to.
No, I'm asking. If we will not rely on the observers, who will rely on for watch the elections?
So the APC for depend on the observers for winning election?
No, not for APC they talk about now. I see the people of Sierra Leone. What are they telling you that? Election get laws, election get rules, election get what they call best practices. When the observer come, then they watch our laws, then they watch what entail, and then go to neck. But they can ask technical question. This team will come ahead. This is the technical team where they can ask technical questions. Well, other observers can come later. We can join the wire for let them be more around. And the observers, especially the international one there, the money for the 1 million. The need for get occupers strategic position. Well, they know what they do. They know how they do it. So apart from that, the APC don't forget people at the center. APC don't forget people at the centers. We therefore ensure they say they observe the elections. They observe the elections. It's a political party. They get right for observe the election, and then the same representative.
Just to the question I asked back, because I think I'll be the bringing up, or I don't know if that'll be you. It's the fact that the only time, like as you say, the computer go pick all the one the way you cannot vote twice. Now we get a computerized system where our votes now go. Like if I go na Kenema with the same ID card, somebody will pick it up and say, no, you don't already vote now. Do we have like the resources in place to make sure like there is a computerized system in every polling station where go stop that? Because if there isn't, then we just have to say, well, you go with your ID card, and then if it's not clear, somebody surely can vote that different side them.
Cashbox. If we had this system in place 10 years ago, why would we not forget it in place now?
Okay, so the system was in place in 2017. Is that
since 2012?
Okay.
You understand? Okay. We had that system. When you double vote, they know you don't double vote.
But Yusuf, just 1 second, please. Because waiting me, I just want to make this clear. Because if that is the case, surely then, like I should say, maybe you again, like as you talk about the observers, then say that they can do fact finding, ask questions and stuff like that. Could it be interpreted that based on their findings, based on their questions, don't trigger, something will make people and they now call for this whole thing about the ID card?
No, they will tell me. I mean, when they do their technical finding, before the election, and they come out with a report. Then they always produce a report, and they do press conference.
Right.
Exactly what they don't find out pre the elections, before even the elections. So yes, they go for one.
So in a way, we should not jump into a conclusion because they're still on the fact finding. They haven't written their report, so we should wait until they say something.
Exactly. Also we wait. I mean, that money say the APC.
We're not going to take action. Okay.
The APC party. Not supposed to ask genuinely the questions. Trust me, if the opposition genuine in the questioning of ECSL get responsibility for produce exactly what the opposition they ask for. No one said that for don't do it. But you find out what's happening, like I say, because of the sellout within the party, ECSL that get the guts now for challenge say we cannot be transparent. We refuse to be transparent. So which is why we only hope at the talk about, we only hope now the genuine one day within the APC, where they back Samara Kamara for become president, and the international observers, and some of the local observers too.
And what is it? Coming back, every Sierra Leonean get the right for question. Every state institution will work for them. Now, right, they go to the question of parliament. I don't know if it's in a bad they do. And let me tell you, Samara Kamara moving forward. Aim for him will understand say enough allow for the siege by starting polling FCA minus them. Samara Kamara is up to nobody. Samara Kamara for opening hands to positive people. People look and tell her the truth, say, not to so for go also. Because one thing we me find out about in the Samara Kamara, he's a very humble man. But you want around him, and don't go turn and go don't build wedge, but insect no one try for commodity. When you want to become president in this kind of position, this way, where you know say even incident understand say even within in camp, people are doing a mixed feeling, you get for open to positive discussion, you get for open to people look at and say, this route not fine for you, this route not go so because you start for fail when they start for getting camp plan. Now they say as so bad at you. When they come to proper mentality, they say minus they not to them. We'll see people who get good ideas, which don't take them, those SLP, not for this kind of SLP, who's also happen as salon today. Now me could don't get our foreign correct for canton legal tender as salon. Imagine. So yourself as a person, yourself in your response, in your communication, in your point of contact for be open. Because if you then the crowd be back, you say crowd be belay. What do you mean say now? We camp and neck. For we don't begin talk about tribal audits. We don't begin talk about the thing that we happy for. We take out a sincere manner. What they say we got on whoever talking at social media who don't time for connect to the members of parliament about the thing that happened. We happy. They knew about the thing. We tell them. We not just tell them. We open the fact to them. They not ever. For more, what I see opinion. What they say. You don't need to go to school for no difference between opinion and fact. Opinion. Now ultimately for think what I think I talk. Now my opinion. If you see member of parliament and go talk to the African Express, where the team not to say an opinion, not to even self na information. This na intelligent evidence and the evidence after evidence. Then first I say my opinion. Hey go, what you want again?
And what I don't say before, the African Express don't even need for the opinion and indication them. Now need to forgive them. Now their responsibility for investigate. Why KKY? One for go rogue. You know go investigate fake degree. We make today Sierra Leone. We're not even there among the first 20,000 universities in the world. KKY, now in do that one day. Now in go and tell the world, say, 95% of the Sierra Leone, when they work for government, not get good credentials. You know what you tell the world? You know what you say, put Sierra Leone? You tell the world, say, we not get universities, we not get educational system where they produce good students them with good qualifications. Now that you tell the world in that report. What do you do? Because they just want to avoid the Africanist press in evidence the way they put out against Madam Bio, which is why they take up a fake degree campaign. Fake degree campaign where you not sack nobody. You say people don't get better credential. Which corruption you pass for work in our office where you not get good credential? Which corruption you reach that one day? Mango fully. Where they find out say people and deal within the system, we not get it just shifted all, they pull it on. Instead of go it first. You bring young people that come into the jobs. But you go create reports as educated as you can be. You create that kind of report, put it at the world, put it at the internet. What do you think say the people outside? We just say when our system just rubbish. You know, that means not they want for rely on way come to good credentials. That is what he did to Sierra Leone. And now that name they now go for bring back. Now that name they go for the brand where these people they don't go finally.
Okay, but I want to
yes,
something, my brother. One thing, anybody who can talk when you talk about Yunkela, I say you just say waste time because Yunkela no get any impact towards Sierra Leone. You understand me? Now after Dr. all this degree Yunkela can make for raise flag ban. Now after Dr. Lai don't raise all anything and they up. Now, Dr. Lai raised all them things and they make Yunkela self become cause noise. Yunkela they consider. Now,
you like you say to people of Sierra Leone, we are not celebrating a state capture. We're not celebrating a state capture. We're not celebrating a disinformation. All this was part of the disinformation and state capture situation. All this issue about fake degree, fake campaign, now for dissuade we, now for push we minds them away from the reality of Madabio in corruption. It's all made up. All of these things were made up. Now we don't confirm say yes, they were made up. In the 11th hour, what happened? In the Dr. Lai, don't go now social media, don't go announce say when at this time it's supposed to be exposed Madabio. You say no, you don't mix again. You don't go announce and say no, I don't mix again. Well, I don't try for criticize Madabio because of XYZ. Give reason just for reason. So all of these things, it don't come for me. I don't come for seeing the reality to say it was part of the disinformation. Nobody All of these guys now lie in the lie, say, oh, this guy fake degree, that it's a lie, it's made up for cover. This is a state capture situation. And international body that they don't go work in Sierra Leone, when they talk to opposition, when they talk to government, when they talk to this, when they talk to that, they say no difference, or they say, oh, Sierra Leone get a state capture situation. So this thing for me, what they listen now, you don't make reports now, all is fake. It's all fake. We degree the way they produce in Sierra Leone, they're not valid. They're not valid. We degree the way they get, they can study overseas, they go. They're not valid. Yes, some school and they will not get accreditation. But it don't make sense for they tell me say 95% of people who work not get good credentials. It just not make sense. So for me, now I don't come for understanding, yes, this is a state capture situation. We KKY, the rogue opposition within the APC, they all ploy against the people of Sierra Leone for cover murder beyond corruption. Instead of talking about the sacking of Lara Telopias, instead of talking about $10 million that ECSN, now reports you go pool for say, you young people there not get credentials for work in our government. You know what that mean? You know what that means to Sierra Leone? So it's all part of the plan.
Absolutely.
It's all part of the disinformation plan. Mother Beyond, they run nothing but a cartel. You know, they run nothing at Sierra Leone right now but a cartel. If they go pay cybersecurity for them, they can keep information. If they go pay cybersecurity professional for them, they can keep information.
See if they hack the opponents there.
That means not the government is wrong.
Yeah.
That means you're not running government.
Yep.
Because you don't want to be transparent.
You
and
see,
the opposition sit down, then they watch, they see, they know all of these things.
one day, Parliament not take them up. The African Express can give them detailed publication, my brother. Hey, the country is so pathetic. It's so sad for we people and when they support certain politicians. For let the African Express come and show we.
I be whenever somebody they talk about this past Parliament, me that's the one. Tell me this whole past Parliament, a pure rubber stamp Parliament, not
No,
Parliament.
guys.
Then we just sit on there for make money.
And Yusuf,
So
I
why we
understand.
have to pay all this tonight now, waste of time. Now beating the dead horse. These guys
Yusuf,
don't go.
Yusuf, I understand. But I wonder we left that talk. The way people talk yesterday, Catchbox of course kind of clarify again the same thing along that line. And Yusuf, don't say this, my brother. It really sting me in my heart when we talk that way. We have to stop that mentality. You see, it goes back to the same thing where we look at the brutal rebel what we'll get for over 10 years. People lost their lives. Africans, the problem we'll get, we'll not go back to whose side we come out. They say where you for
the only time this parliament important, the only time the parliament important, and when the parliament gets a very good sitting, now where they sit in a welfare.
No.
For the parliamentarians,
yes.
That is very important. But after welfare, nothing again.
Brother Yusuf,
only thing that
Ibrahim, the point about the parliament, I want to make you know, say, we are not trying to say we should not reference the past. It's sarcasm. Because, and the reason why we're being sarcastic about it is because of the way they messed up with country.
No.
So, not to say, we're going to try to say, oh, like, we're not for mention. Of course, we're going to continue to mention, like, how terrible they were. But it's sarcasm.
I want to appeal. I tell you what, Kashi and Yusuf, I want to appeal to now. Let's stop that sarcasm there because people they take a literally they say, no, wait, Kashi. People don't understand concepts. People they take them literally.
When I say sarcasm, Ibrahim, it is out of frustration.
It's
just like for me, you tell me, say, so you get to understand, say, even though we're not trying to say we should not reference them, never. We're going to continue. I mean, look, we don't talk about, like, when we talk about all waiting, then they talk about postponement of election, and now people, and they say, Madabio will call back the old parliament, and all that thing, so all of a sudden, they know the relevance of parliament, they know the role of parliament when it comes for postponing the election. But what we're saying, it is out of frustration, and it is sarcasm that these guys have destroyed the country.
Right.
So we will never stop talking about them.
So thank you for that clarification. But I would appeal to you both. I'm telling you, literally, people they take them from me and say, no, not talk about parliament again. We'll go to the elections now. No, left and right. No, that's how they take it. So let for guide their thought process. Let them understand. Say it is okay that when we discuss this thing, we mention the parliament. We're not a place safe again for say, hey, we don't mention it now. Your rubber stamp, they're useless. Them them. They are useless. Let's just put at a point. It was a useless parliament. They're useless. Then continue the useless actions. Now I make the like today. We do so like today. I just want to put that.
Let's get something right quickly, because again we just look at it just like we people like they say, but that person in talk and no one because it do out of frustration and because of how bad the person don't become to them. So let's just
I get it, but you see, this we are talking. Right.
But we just they show that sign for say they are not important, they're not relevant. Their role is important, but as it is, because of waiting and cause they are not important in the new dispensation. So we're not, even though I don't think it's something we not just joke with the joke where we talk, but we are saying it for make people and say this is how reckless that we not even want to mention them in a way, because that is how we talk about those kind of things.
Absolutely.
We know what, even but because of this person don't mess up your life.
Right, for the sake of messaging, as far as again getting the minds of the people right, for the sake of messaging, I think it's best. Actually, I'm not going to change how you flow, how you think, what you think. I'm just saying, I think it's best. Let's just stick. If we're going to mention, they don't mention. They only for explain around what's in that they out there like here. Swear they get they damage we country complete. What we talk about, they don't just talk about them and mention them. I think and move on.
You're right. Therefore, they concentrate on how people forgot to take their ID cards. They want to take their ID card because Quinta mentioned about 40,000 of people in Napotlock away, according to in data, will not take their ID card yet. Right. That's a huge number. Even though the CSLO saying when you go to sleep, you still go for vote because people do not. We don't see the situation today.
Yeah.
By the time they elect on countries now, they people get interest. Say, oh, I want to vote. They are not get ID card.
Exactly.
But even when you sleep, so don't control that education. Even you sleep,
that is the goal.
Go. Let them allow you for more votes.
Yeah, that is the goal. Voter sensitization, massive mobilization of the voting bloc. Because what's in the happen now, with all of these messages where they come out with this foolishness about postponing elections, they demoralize the spirits of the people for come out and vote.
Exactly.
And we don't allow that. And the election dates has been set. This executive and the executive of the APC not get much time because they just set them. But APC still get a functioning body when I be the parliament 59 strong members, men and women that were capable for keep the APC in place for make sure say the SLPP not continue for do everything that they did, NIN number, NACRA registration process, everything that they did. None of these guys come out and stop them people there. But the fact of the matter is, we don't reach now a point now when a massive mobilization of the voters now. We for the CDN guys there, but I would not pick the running mates of the party. If the flag bearer not the running mate, not the shake. I mean, young boy, they see yourself where into seats, where boot, where falling shop, where one kaki to seats, they go across the country, for go and talk to people and mobilize. They see energy in the party, the APC weak, the APC die, bruh. Nothing they happen, yang silent, inside free tongue, they shake. It tell you say the spirit is not there. And then they can now add this foolishness for postpone election. Then they damage the possibilities of the APC party winning these elections in June 24, 2023, because then they demoralize the people. The people not glad with some of the choices that were made.
You see, if I'm again, like the double standardness of this whole thing about election and the postponement, and this is the reason why it goes back to, is it a conning game for knock Samara Kamara? Because imagine for me this Bobori come now and talk say, oh, Samara Kamara, if you accept them, but hold on, this was the very Bobori can talk say, when the ID card were blurry, Ibrahim, this is the very Bobori talk say, ECLs, then they vote with their sleep. So if they vote with sleep, are you concerned? Waiting concern fish with again quotes. If they vote with sleep, why people for kind of like you worry about ID card being blurry now and say for postpone the election for that? And then now you say if Samara Kamara accepts it, cost him, but until Samara Kamara and they say in Mama they listen now.
Yes.
So many with the game.
Yeah, the Mama
go
that one day. I don't know if your Mama go continue for listening. Yeah, I don't know if you can listen after today where you hear that message there or whatever the message was. I don't know stay they pull out, but whatever I pull out, so they go continue for listening. But you see, the fact is that there's a point where they make so. This is the reality of what we're saying. These bobo there again, when you get to society where politicians don't rely on a stack illiterate because then they use them and abuse them. This is somebody where if they say today, look at the end you sabi that politician, they say I don't sabi I don't mix me you don't want to read in the affiliate, you don't want to read in the no, they would not affiliate with him, but then they use them for now because that is what illiteracy does to society. They find one stack illiterate, one filthy idiot, where because they cost money because so you get a little bit of an hearing, people they listen to them because they cost them mama, it makes a lot of people excited, whilst the politicians make the people lazy, the people not submitting and the political rights and civil liberties, many for participate actively in the democracy in a very respectable manner. But now because they use, they come, they dominate. So then politicians they use that, but they go ahead, bruh.
If I go back to Cashbox in point, Cashbox, the fact now that even before the convention, people not they want let Samara Kamara become flag bearer. Even before the convention, people not want let Samara Kamara become flag bearer. Both within the APC and now the mother bill in camp. So the fact now that the thing about stopping Samara Kamara not totally new to people anymore. People that know say people that when they work as seriously for ensure say Samara Kamara no see election themselves. But hey, that tell you something. We don't cross that side. The worst don't pass. The waiting we can wait for now, the goal now for all encourage people to say will be not tell now. You remember there are two or so times where I make what you want to say, no man born of a woman now say that we will stop Samara Kamara from contesting the election. What they do? Because the world no will allow for them to choose the candidate for the opposition, which is what the wrong opposition they want for do. For choose, for them to choose, which is why you be the first lady, they go around the world and tell the one say, Mother can for go unopposed. Now all these are all part of the plan. But so we don't cross this stage. We don't cross this stage. We know what you don't see as we know what thing they happen as we understand how it happen. If you see people go get a mind from NAC, people within NAC tell the Secretary General say, go host and SFB operative like office for getting platform, for getting credibility. It says a lot. So they are preparing these guys for the elections. Let them look credible. Right. Because they not say Andrew Lavalley is pure and simple SLPP. So if you get a platform at the APC office where they say NAC the advice come out, it simply means people the way they work against Samara Kamara interest. But ensure say this guy gets voice when it comes to election. For let them come out and say, oh well, this result winner so see. In fact, we not say we don't do it on the party them. This is what they are planning. This is what they are doing.
You know, me on side, me again a little bit different take on that side.
Oh yes, I don't listen to you. I don't listen to you. I think it's
yes. Yes. Me don't take what I get to that side. You see, me don't take what I get that side. Even if I don't put myself in in that position, see who says it, and then government the world they talk to. One thing, me I know say it be a set up say when I go, APC no galon and go tribunal. If they go in the name of People's Manifesto, all know, let me simple and simple and get a little idea about People's Manifesto. People's Manifesto started that time in 2018. 2010 and started that time for People's Manifesto. So me in my own side, I know they even blame the NAC for even receiving civil society in an APC office. I know they blame them at all. To be very honest,
it's dead wrong. It's dead wrong. It's dead wrong. You preach them with
we all understand
policy alignment. You know,
yes, but now
with the opponent. You understand?
Yeah, but no, what I talk, we all understand. We all understand, and we don't talk about society than anybody, and relevant to specific. Me naturally, first, me a victim of bad society, but I equally understand the position of the executive at this point in time for every other person, because if they make press conference, they get to bad society, then I move to invite them.
They were not part of the press conference. They went on their own.
No, they were.
Understand? They were not part of the press conference. They were part of the press conference.
They were part of the press conference.
They went on their own. They were not part of the press conference.
No, what I'm saying here, yes, what we said, they made part of the press conference, then the media and the foreign people them. And you cannot make press conference super political party, no matter how the people sweat bad against you. For clarity's sake, when I make up for tying them up, just like when I see that video when I started by the address and say, when I talk about peaceful election, without going back and try for know what's the leaders to the peaceful election, which was very good. They tell us, we not talk about peaceful election, but what's the cow to peace to the election? When I see that video, I really happy because they put it at the face of the company and say, we cannot talk about peaceful election without correcting these things.
You know, comrade,
In my opinion,
let me just land. Yeah, let me just land. In my opinion,
I want to ask you a quick question, then you answer all now. The press conference was also organized to make them present the so-called People's Manifesto.
No, well, I know say maybe it can be a coincidence. I don't want to speak like I can be a coincidence, but what I know this I say this here when I speak to the secretariat, and what they say when they sent out letter, they sent out letter to everybody. Say then get a press conference when I speak for civil society, journalists, and the diplomatic calls for let they can't tell them their mind. But moving forward, when I saw the video, when last time I get one-on-one conversation of the civil society before they may talk, when they check out that people manifesto and try for talk about peaceful election, what he tell them say we cannot talk about peaceful election without going back and try for no what's in the leading to peaceful election. And that is very correct because if you want to talk about peaceful election, go back and try for no what's in the leading to peaceful election. Now make we always talk say no look say for them, look say working food. If we get election become violent, we don't talk about the violence of the election. We they talk look what's in leading to the violence of the election.
You know, let me
and last time America and that video, me I keep myself as an evidence.
Absolutely.
Because I don't go for against this president tomorrow. Let me say be put on to say not talk about peace, talk about the causes what they lead to run or get peace or not peace. I keep that video space aside.
Let me
this conversation. Exactly.
Let me digress. But just to wrap up on that, I think say within the civil society organizations and do like Lavali, maybe for trap the APC party. So if they do anything, say they allow them or accept them, then they will go out to the rest of the international community. Say, you see, this is why we not be work all these 5 years, we don't do anything because then political parties are not they listen to we, and this was the difficulty we'll get and all that stuff. But anyways,
but 5 years they don't do nothing.
Thank you.
5 years they do
exactly. So we not be right, which is right.
They know.
Which is why,
they make for make you sure say these guys are genuine people.
Listen to but listen, this is why Lansana Doumbouya did the right thing for call them in, accept them at the same time, and deal with them there and let them know exactly. Say, we know with the watch you with the see you at least they don't go back and go say.
According to he was advised. But me, anybody, if it were me, anybody we don't go and tell the world say me flag bearer, get fake degree, wait they don't prove in a lie, you know, ever apologize. Me and you not get the same thinking. We not meet up and nothing. That I mean what they say. So I mean I left to all whether they feel say okay, you're supposed to do you're supposed to agree and you're supposed to get that platform.
Well, you see
credibility.
Well,
for me give credibility.
Well, what do I say?
You know, the Christian, go to have, you don't tell them flag, you go to have, tell them say, oh, we can't deliver a manifesto. No,
well, this thing we say so. What you say what you say so on news to me.
Why do they can't say? Like I was not deviate from the topic.
Absolutely.
We
will discuss this. No, discuss them.
It's a very crucial.
It's very important.
I want to discuss them tomorrow.
Right.
No, discuss already about. I mean, it's been done.
Well, we diverge.
But I want to say, all I'm saying is this way you talk so on the news to me. Me never know see if Andrew Lavali talk that way. But it's so something like the same way. Hold on, brother. I say so like the same way. Hold on, brother. But I say all I'm saying is. Lansana Doumbouya might not even know that, assuming, right? But still, let's say if you know that, and still that not for me say if for cut them off because at the end of the day, you don't want to give APC as a political party that bad rap because then guy they had and they go and falsify documents and write and say all kinds of things, and the international community listens to them. But again, APC we get 5 years for ensure say then deal with civil societies, call them out. What for call them out from within the parliament for call out the civil societies when I work for the people, but they don't do one. But Lansana is in a very funny position.
View about that particular thing with the People's Manifesto. Remember, it was written as if so-called. What am I saying? Okay, the so-called People's Manifesto. My view on this is, remember these civil societies, then they're supposed to be the middleman between the government and the people. So when they try for kind of like how with this false report, you know, in a way, like the international community deem them as like the people, the one way they talk on behalf of the people. For APC to neglect it or kind of like boycott it or not encouraging it to be presented to them, because in a way, it's like I say, that's in way they don't right for the peaceful election and how the election will go.
Exactly.
Even though we know these guys are one-sided,
yeah.
If APC kind of like would have bought that, for don't cause some frowning and say, you know, that's my view.
But anyway, no continue tomorrow. I think let's stay on the fact.
No, yeah. I said it. Now maybe they're not listening. For God to say, I just say
the entirety.
Just a minute
to Aisha. Abraham, what's not the entirety or what's not the usefulness of this peace manifesto.
We discuss that tomorrow. Matter of fact, Yusuf, that question we ask you is a very legitimate question. Let us begin the conversation tomorrow. Now, that question we start with. Don't forget, right and wrong. That is the question we're going to start with the conversation tomorrow. I think it's a little closer on this side. Let's just talk,
tomorrow, tomorrow I know John.
Oh, you go Kabbalah Falaba.
Because tomorrow I go in a boss to go apply.
That's a good question. Okay, Yusuf. But
today the president say Kabbalah. People and they go declare to when an APC member they come out from APC go declare to So I go say
we don't see declaration in Boko. About declaration APC not for loss 2018.
What me they say? Election. Just the process. Election they start way before polling day. Polling day just the process.
Absolutely.
We don't say this year, time and again say you they win all those elections way before polling day.
Thank you.
If you not prepare the team well, you not be the attack. The attacker don't know when for score. The defender don't know when for tackle ball. You know when for pot or when not for pot. Trust me, and like you take all the I don't talk this year. Tomorrow Real Madrid buy Zidane, they buy Ronaldo, they buy Beckham, they get Raul, they get Figo, that year they go to trophy. That year they go to trophy. All the world best and they get them. That year they go to trophy. Because everybody feels say it good. If I get a team where people and get different mind and where people are selective and how they attack issues and the political party, how they attack people them. That is where we have problem. APC that is selective how they attack leaders and for who responsible. That is not the problem. Other people even if they go on the bad view, they total bad view, they dance with them. Then go fairly for Twitter. Like say they want but other people and if they even pass near state house, then they start and say look I don't see to bad view.
Yeah.
So we get for moving forward for long with elections, we still get time. At the time I say Ibrahim, the people of Syria don't want change. Now the politicians then collect now the only things that in life I don't see, the politicians then collectively go gang against the people of Syria. Parliament are the example we give. Now Parliament made the state as an example.
Absolutely.
Collectively gang against the people of Syria. They're not like electoral out there. And some of us we stand. We know me as always top let's say not to work we can look for. If I want work, I say to God, I'm comfortable work test people call that tipande. That tipande, I don't go with thief. Who say begin driving with what man be working on top publicity for them. That tipande. Now work we left me. I left work for this fete. God choose me. What will this so? Now work it. When I work it all this way, you know go work self. Because what I work because to. But this I work it go so no go. This thing I don't for work. You see that. So this what they do so. Not to post nobody pay for this year.
Absolutely.
So we sit up in that gap for see the truth. Election. The people of Sierra want change. Now, collective politicians and bad person don't can gang up against the people of Salon, but a lie. Right. This election, June 24, it happened. Salon, we get for know the truth from lie. No, we know the corrupt on that Ibrahim. No, we know it.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well, I think say we're done with the close and I Salon people, the left and I the last word down with from Comrade Koita. Bye bye, everybody. Yes. Beautiful day. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.